Well, hello there. Welcome to a very special edition of Real WW Talk. I feel like I could be setting us up for failure by saying it's a special edition.
Don't get people's hopes up.
But it is something that we wanted to bust into your week to tell you about. We've got some changes that are coming, and don't freak out about the word change, okay? But the ladies and I, Ricky, Candace, and I have been talking, and as you know, or you may not know, so let me just tell you kind of how Real WW Talk started. When COVID happened, you know, all of our local meeting centers closed and we moved to the online format. The three of us would sit in our meetings and we would essentially get kicked out at the end because they needed to bring the next group in. And we'd always have these really deep conversations. And we knew that we needed that kind of accountability as we were going into COVID. And so we kept up with a regular meeting for just the three of us after our local online meeting. And we had so many people from our online meetings said, we really miss watching you guys talk with one another. And we kind of really want to know what you're talking about. And so I said, well, why don't we just let people see what we're talking about? And so that's really how Real WW Talk was born. So that brings us to now, 18 months later, almost. Isn't that amazing?
Stop it. Has it been that long?
Yeah, well, I mean, since COVID broke out, I mean, we didn't officially start recording until, the podcast didn't launch.
August.
Yeah, August. And then we launched the podcast in January. So that brings us to where we are now. Would one of you ladies like to take it from there? Or should I keep going?
I think you're doing a great job. Go ahead.
Well, the three of us have been talking and we've just said how much, especially now, Maryland has been a very, very diligent state in the fight against COVID. And we're actually one of the last states to kind of do a lot of the reopening procedures, especially because of the way COVID has happened within the state. But our Weight Watchers Center our WW Center has been open for quite a bit. And we miss our group. We miss our family. And so we've all got to a place where we feel comfortable going back into our WW Center. So starting this Saturday, we're going to be rejoining our local WW in-person meetings because they are so important for us on our WW journey. This does not mean Real WW Talk is ending. However, that's not what this means. We're going to continue Real WW Talk. We're not going to spend all the time talking in person after our meeting. We're going to save it up for you. And we're going to get together on Monday evenings at 8 p.m. And we're going to go live at 8 p.m. on Monday evenings. And we're going to talk the same way that we have right now and the same way we are talking at this moment about our weeks, what we've accomplished, what we're working on, what we're looking forward to. We're going to keep everything the same. We're just going to switch the date. So Monday at 8 p.m. is where Real WW Talk is moving to. So there it is.
Yes. I know.
Can I just say I'm actually really excited about it. I'm excited. You know, I think it's going to be good. I'm looking forward to getting back to the meeting room. I like weighing in front of somebody and having that additional accountability and seeing everybody. But I'm looking forward to our new format, and really nothing's changing in terms of our talk. It's just the time. So we hope that you all will join us on Mondays at 8 p.m.
Yeah. I know change is hard. We can all be change averse at times, but really, like Candace and Erin said, it's not a big change. It's a different time to clue in, to check in. We'll be here checking in with each other, and we'll still be checking in with you guys in all our social media places.
And I'm hoping that means that I will use that to try to be really good over the weekends, because, you know, then I'll have to check in with you guys on Monday.
I know.
The first thing Erin's going to say is, how's your week? And I'm like, oh, it's the weekend. It's been 2 days.
Exactly. Well, Nadine is our in-person meeting coach, and she didn't even know we're coming back yet. So we better go reserve our spot, and she'll fall out.
That's right. I forgot you still have to reserve spots right now, even though they're fully open. I think they're I don't know what the capacity is, but you have to check for those of you all who do go to meetings. I know that on the app, they will tell you a little bit more about reservations and things depending on where you are. So have you all done that yet? Have you ever?
I actually just tested it out last week, at the beginning of last week when we were talking about it. And I went, oh, this is super easy. You go into the app, you look for the studio, and then you just register for whatever meeting that you want to attend.
Yeah.
So
That's easy.
yeah, there really is something about being there in person, weighing in on that scale. I think so for me, I love being able to weigh in, and oftentimes, which I was doing before we went to COVID, I was leaving them with the weigh in. I don't want to know what I weigh. I don't want to know anything. I just want to do the program.
Yeah.
Right. And then I would, at the end of the month, I'd say, go ahead and tell me, how did I do? You know, if I lost anything as a measurement. But throughout that month, I would just work the program and not worry about what the number on the scale said, because you know how frustrating it is. One of our members, a Real WW Talk member, shared in the group that she was up 3 pounds. And she's like, I don't understand how I've gained 3 pounds all of a sudden. But it's so frustrating when you've done a lot of hard work and suddenly your body starts holding on to like sodium or something like that. And it looks like a 3 pound gain on your weigh-in. It's just really frustrating.
Didn't you take a whole month off once?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. And that was Noelle, our meeting coach, had actually recommended that I try that. That's one of the things I love about the in-person meetings too, is you develop this relationship with your coach and they know you. They know your weight loss history. They know you. It's so personal. And, you know, the same thing that might work for me may not work for Candace or may not work for Ricky, but having that person there, man, it's such a thing. And that's not to take away from any of the online coaches. We have a number that are inside of our Real WW Talk group, and they create incredible bonds with, you know, the audience that is joining. And they've of course got the groups as well. So if you aren't able to get to, or you don't have the pass for the in-person groups, I mean, they're still wonderful. This is just what I'm used to. So
I'm really looking forward to, with the in-person meetings, just hearing people's stories again. Because I feel like even though the meetings are the same length virtually, in person, it seems like there was a little bit more wiggle room to have that time for people to share a little bit more. And you would hear from so many people who were at Lifetime or Goal, and just would share some insights on what helped them be successful. And just hearing from those people again, I think will be really inspiring.
Yeah. Yeah. And we don't have to get kicked out though. We don't have to get kicked out of the parking lot, because we'll be like, fine, we'll just save it for Monday. Don't worry.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I'm very excited. And also, can I just say though, I am very, very thankful for COVID, because I do like that we have the option of the meeting in person, but then the addition of so many online meetings that you can continue to do throughout the week. And I know we've been sharing in our group, people have been sharing their different online coaches that they love. So I don't know if you all have been taking advantage of it, but I've been trying to go to one online meeting a day, like just sometimes just to get the mental reset, in addition to now adding the in-person meeting. So I really am a big advocate for taking advantage of all the tools that have come from this pandemic. I think it's great.
I think WW, they talk about the 360 plan, like they really do mean it's, you know, all support all the way around. So as much as you want, as little as you want, but you're paying for it. So why not do it all, you know?
My question is, do they have Bravo stickers in the meeting rooms? Do we know if they're back? I just want to know, because we can bring the one that we have, because I think that we should be like, look, we're back now. We should bring this.
I should bring the Bravo star with me on Saturday.
We can throw it around to people. Be like, you get a Bravo star. You get a Bravo star.
Exactly. So, all right. Well, we're going to be back with you Monday night, 8 p.m. And of course, we'll still broadcast it live. We're still going to have, obviously, the podcast for you to catch up on. Everything staying the same. We're just moving the time. Monday at 8. Easy peasy, right?
Yeah.
All right. We'll catch you later. Bye.